really had to channel my inner Sanderson witch for this project, but it was a lot of fun. I don't regret it at all. Well, it's that time of the year again. It's time to do the decorate with me videos, just as everyone else is doing right now or has already done. So grab yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of hot chocolate or a cup of, don't know what time it is where you are, but a cup of something. And sit back and watch this video of me cleaning and decorating my faux mantle and my kitchen table at a very speedy rate. So Raven friends, what did you think? I'm honestly really relieved that it's all done and over with. I had a lot of fun conjuring up the ideas and putting it all together. It was really exciting, and it really brought out my creative side, I have to say. The projects that I did with the bone forks and the oven baked clay eyeballs, that was probably the funnest, most creative thing I've been able to do in a really long time. So this theme really helped me in kind of opening the gates to my creativity again after it being on hold for so long. Some likes and dislikes. What were a couple of things? Oh, so I never painted the frog like I had said I was going to, but he still looks really cute and adorable like that, and I could always paint him later. Also, the table setting. So originally, and you'll kind of notice it at the beginning when I first set up, when I'm like putting the napkins together, I had the spider cocktail glasses that I got last year. I show them in the Gothic Halloween kitchen haul that I did last year, if you want to go back and look at that video. But I had put those out. I wanted to do like a wine glass and then a cocktail glass. So I had set those out, but then I ended up just taking them out towards the end. It just felt a little too crowded right there, so I took those out. Those cloth napkins, those are actually kind of a last minute idea I had thought about. I was going through the little bit of leftover fabric stash that I've had over the that I had saved from over the couple of years, and I'm really glad I have had it because now that Joann's is officially closed down, it was like my #1 fabric store to go to, and that's where I had got that fabric from. So I'm kind of glad that I had that little bit left over, and it kind of gave me the idea to make some cloth napkins. So it was a quick little mini sewing project. So I feel like those kind of brought the table together a little bit more too. So I actually bought, like kind of last minute, bought a cauldron at Walmart. It was like $9.88 or something like that. It's a plastic one, kind of like this. This one I've had, but it's just like a little mini one. So it's this, but the large version. This I think I got at a thrift store, but it was like $9.88 at Walmart. So it was kind of last minute. I had wanted to do like a little cauldron down there, but I was thrift shopping, or trying to thrift shop for something that I could kind of make into a cauldron myself, because I wanted something that was, I didn't want like actual cast iron, but something kind of bulky and heavy, and I couldn't find anything. And then when we went to Walmart, it was just kind of last minute where I saw these large plastic ones, and I figured maybe that's the best. So we got that, and we thought about doing like a bubbler inside of it to do like the fog, or my husband even said dry ice. But I figured it's probably just safe not to do any liquid or anything like that when you have kids around and a walking 2-year-old toddler. So I kind of just did the whole bundled newspaper just to as space filler inside of it, and then what is it called? The spider web over the top, and then inside I put one of those lights that you can remote control, and I think it still turned out pretty good. So it was sitting on the floor at first, but when I had set it down there, I was like, it looks kind of plain, and then I thought about like hanging it. I thought about trying to figure out a way to sort of hang it underneath my little foam mantle. But then that kind of felt like too much work too, and then we started looking around, and I literally just looked to the side, and my daughter has this stool for her little pink vanity, and we flipped the stool over so that the legs would stand up. And it's so funny because the legs of the stool kind of curve like that. They look like a burner, and the legs are painted black too, so it looks like a burner. The only thing is the bottom of the stool is all pink, like pink leopard. And so I don't want to paint it because that's her stool, you know. But I decided just to get creepy cloth that I had left over and just kind of put it over, and it looks like a burner. So for the lighting, I really wanted that like sort of forest, boggy, I don't even know what to call it, like that forest glow. I feel like if you go into like a swampy witch forest, you're gonna see lots of fog, and like there's probably like lights from like light bugs and other unknown creatures out there. I really wanted to do that, and I don't know if I really fully accomplished that lighting effect. I may consider, if I do this theme again, which I probably will, maybe not next year, just depends, but if I do this theme again, I'm probably going to get a fog machine, because I feel like a little mini fog machine back here, if there were like some fog flowing in and out through the whatever these are, ferns and forest shit, I think it would really accomplish that vibe a lot more. So those are kind of, I guess, sort of some dislikes and things that I'll probably try to improve next time I do this theme. But overall, this was really exciting. If I had to pick something to be my favorite, I guess I will go with these wooden eyes, because they are really cool. And I think they really helped pull the theme together too. Like, they're really witchy and mystical. So I guess I'll pick the wooden eyeballs to be my favorite. I hope you guys are enjoying your spooky season. If you guys are, tell me in the comments what you guys are up to, or just say hi. But yeah, that was it for this video, and see you guys for spooky vlogging. Bye, Raven friends.